Don't you two understand? I'm about to lose my job. And from using the house phone? Okay.
Reaction. Today I got a very special video that I wanted to react to you guys. This is based off the show, regular show that was on the Cartoon Network, and it's titled How Growing Up Changed My Opinion on Benson. Now you guys know how Benson is. He was the boss to Mordecai and Rigby, and they will always do crazy stuff. But I'm interested to hear what he has to say, how his opinion changed on him. Let's get right into this video. If you guys enjoy, leave a like. Let's see.
I'm currently in the middle of rewatching the entirety of regular show for the 5th time because that's how good this show is. And with this being my 2nd full year as a legal adult and my 4th as a legal working member of society, I start to find myself understanding and being more sympathetic to the characters that are often seen as buzzkills or jerks.
Let us know how it is.
One of those characters being Benson. Benson is the manager at the park and is in charge of everyone who works there. He gets along smoothly with pretty much all of his employees, except Mordecai and Rigby.
Yep.
If you've watched the show, you can obviously see why. They're two 23-year-old slackers, and 98% of anything they touch or try to do just ends up being a disaster. But as a kid, I didn't see it like this. To me, Mordecai and Rigby were just two guys trying to chill, mess around, and have fun. But old man Benson would just come out of nowhere and kill the mood. One episode that I don't remember my reaction to as a kid, but when I rewatched it now, shit hit me hard. That episode was season 3, episode 26, Busted Cart. The episode starts off with Mordecai and Rigby doing some dangerous stunt course on the cart. Obviously, this ends in disaster, and Mr. Maylard, Benson's boss, sees this and holds him responsible for Mordecai and Rigby's destructive behavior.
But the dealership's too far away. I'll have to drive all day and night.
Sounds like a personal problem. Get that cart fixed or you're fired!
Already, I'm starting to feel bad for poor Benson, because I know nobody likes to be blamed.
Hey, you know, Benson be getting red and shit like that. You be thinking like some fucking gumball's finna come out his machine, like.
Responsible for some shit they had nothing to do with. I remember this happening to me when I worked in a frozen yogurt store. I was the newest and the youngest employee, which left me to get blamed for shit like turning the machines off and making the yogurt go bad, even though I barely went near the machines when I started and had no idea how they worked. But anyway, now Benson has to drive over 1,000 miles all day and all night to make it to the dealership in time. And to his surprise, he is joined by none other than Mordecai and Rigby, who defied his orders not to go with him.
Does the word not process into your thick skulls?
Of course not. Wait,
Having already driven too far to
bro, Rigby is stupid, bro.
They start to bond and even share a dance number to electro pop music. They're making good time heading to the dealership until Mordecai starts to notice.
Hey, one thing about regular show, it could always be just something regular, like, you know, no pun intended, regular show. It could be normal, and then I don't know where some crazy shit like a dinosaur or something just appears out of, bro. It just, and that's the crazy thing about regular show. It's nothing regular about it. Like, it may start off regular, but it ends off crazy some way, somehow, bro.
And getting sleepy, and insists on taking over behind the wheel. Benson agrees and asks them to wake him up in 2 hours. Things are continuing to go well until they notice a sign for an arcade nearby. And swear they're only gonna play for 30 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but every single time I say I'm gonna do something for 30 minutes, it never turns out into longer. Multiple hours. I don't think anyone on this planet realistically does anything fun for just 30 minutes. But as you'd imagine, this too ends in disaster. Mordecai and Rigby play all night, forget to wake
all night,
and him sleeping all night and waking up in the arcade parking lot the next morning. He finds them, drags them outside, and delivers one of the most heartbreaking meltdowns in TV history.
Play it. Let's hear it.
For hours. Now we're never gonna make it to the dealership in time. It closes in 30 minutes.
We're sorry. We didn't know it was daytime. There aren't any windows in the arcade.
Excuses, excuses. How am I supposed to trust you when all you give me are excuses? When are you two gonna learn that your actions have consequences? Consequences that affect other people, like me. Don't you two understand? I'm about to lose my job. You may not care about keeping your jobs, but I care about keeping mine. Because if I lose my job, I have nothing. Do you hear me? I have nothing.
Dang, Benson. Nah. I think now I remember this episode. Because I was like, when he first said the bus, I'm like, yo, have I seen that episode? But I remember this breakdown about Benson when he did this shit, right?
Now, if you'll excuse me,
That's
I
like,
need to take my last bathroom break as an employed man.
This moment right here. Rewatching this scene left me with the same facial expression.
the voice actor who did it for Benson, get that motherfucker a raise, bro. He made you feel the emotion that was coming. Like, he really made you feel like, hey, Mordecai Rigby, you better fix this shit. You got 30 minutes, nigga. Fix it.
I bet for most of you in like elementary school or middle school watching this show, you're probably thinking, what's the big deal? Just get another job. But maturing is realizing how hard Benson works to keep things in order at the park, and even how determined he was to drive over 1,000 miles on 0 hours of sleep to fix a golf cart that he didn't even wreck. On top of that, his job is now on the line because of someone else. At this point, you have to feel for him. The episode finishes off with them taking the most dangerous road in the country, surviving with extreme karting and getting to the dealership just in time before it closes. To sort of put everything together though, I think the beautiful thing about characters in shows like this is that as time goes on, you start to relate to the characters that were often seen as wet blankets.
Yep.
It's like a progressive understanding sort of thing. When you were a kid, you were able to relate and click with characters like Mordecai and Rigby, Gumball and Darwin, SpongeBob.
I don't know about y'all, but for some reason I just never really watched Gumball growing up. Like, it just, I don't know. So when he said relate to Gumball, nah, I'm not relating to a goldfish and who. Wait, let me see.
Click with characters like Mordecai and Rigby.
I'm not relating to a goldfish and a fucking cat, bro. Like, this just seemed too goofy for me. I'm sorry, bro. I just never could get with it.
Gumball and Darwin, SpongeBob
and Patrick. Everybody watched SpongeBob.
The young, dumb, immature protagonist or main characters of the show. We as kids were able to understand their perspective of whatever situation because up until then, being young, dumb, and immature is all we knew. Now, having become somewhat of an adult and getting a taste of real-world responsibility, I, as can many of you, can start seeing and understanding whatever situation from the perspective of the characters that aren't the protagonist. Like Nicole from The Amazing World of Gumball, like Squidward from SpongeBob, and of course, like Benson from Regular Show. This doesn't mean that Benson was just this great boss and deserved this mountain of praise for his efforts. He was definitely overboard with his temper and sometimes a bit insensitive, and at times got kind of abusive with his power over his employees. But besides those things, Benson had his moments outside of his boss persona, hanging out, having fun, and actually being a down-to-earth cool guy. And so far, while currently rewatching the series, Benson is probably my favorite character, after being Mordecai for my entire youth. I do, though, hope others, like myself, while rewatching this show, start to realize that Benson wasn't just some asshole trying to take a piss on everyone's parade. He was just trying to do his job the best he could.
You think your little pranks are funny, huh? You think they're funny? Well, what do you guys think of my prank? Ring, ring. Hello, what's that?
You're fired.
Mordecai and Rigby are banned from using the house phone? Okay. Good luck making your prank calls now!
Yo!
You guys think of my prank? Ring, ring. Hello.
Ring, ring.
What's that?
Hello.
Mordecai
What's that?
and Rigby are banned from using the house phone? Okay.
Yo, the motherfucker ripped it out the wall.
Good luck making your prank calls now!
Hey, bro, he really did not like them boys, bro. Yo, bro, but I love this show, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Bro, regular show, this is just this is the GOAT show. Like I was more watching Cartoon Network when I was young, like a taller the Cartoon Network that I was watching like when I was young, like probably like my 8, 9, 10, 11 was like Kids Next Door. I'm Codename Kid Next Door. Which we call Ed, Ed and Eddie. Like I was watching stuff like that growing up, like when I was like a little taller. I mean like 8, 9, and 10, like what would you say, like preteen? But when I was like teen, it was like this stuff coming on, like regular show. And like I said, I didn't really watch Gumball. But Benson, like when I was watching Benson growing, like it was always funny because I knew, like I understood his position. I'm like, okay, he's just like he works for this, the people for the park. So he can't have Mordecai and Rigby out here just destroying stuff and not slacking on their work. So he has to get on them. So I understood Benson's point of view out of something. I just always thought it was funny because the things that they would do that would get him mad. Like you just see what I was just laughing at this. Like the things that would piss Benson off so much. Benson would get so mad he would just turn red. And he just fucking ripped the fucking phone out the wall to prove a point. Like you guys are not using the phone. Like so just stuff like this. I just always laughed at because I just knew Mordecai Rigby just got under his skin so much, bro. So in all seriousness though, I understand Benson's point of view because when you get older, you do have responsibility. So I do understand that too. But I understood Mordecai Rigby what their character was to Benson. It was always Benson was the one to always try to get things in order. But like I said, it's a regular show. Nothing is never regular during the regular show, bro. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, leave a like. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, comment any other videos I should react to like this, man, down below. And until then, I'm saying thoughts. Sane life. I'm out, bro. Lay out.